Hello guys and welcome back to CPC semi-finals versus Aberforth. So we are here in the semi-finals, one step away from the finals, and we're facing Aberforth for the third time this season. He was also in our division. We both made it to playoffs and we both beat like against all odds. I beat Matty and he beat Dylan. So here we are, semi-finals and third match, and we're 1-1. I must say the second one had a lot of hacks, but still I would never say I have the upper hand. Why? Because his team just consists of so many threats from my team. You can see here the two teams. I won't do an in-depth team builder because quite a lot of sets I brought this game are not that special and are kinda a bit like I have brought in the past versus him, because yeah, I just couldn't find a good way to change things up and bring things I haven't brought that would do well against him. I decided to take a bit more offensive approach. Why? Because he likes setup quite a lot, and yeah, if I brought bulky things and let him set up with certain mons, it would be over in a minute. So especially Hexers and Drapions are two really big threats. Why? I don't really have a good switch into Hexers. With Poison Jab, Dragon Claw or Outrage and Earthquake, it hits my whole team very nicely, and then it can just Dragon Dance, and after one Dragon Dance it's already really scary for me. Then he also has Hyperio. Hyperio could be a Rock Polish set or just an offensive one. Why? I've not many things I can kind of fit my team to deal with it to a certain extent, but still, if it gets Rock Polish up, it's almost GG, because Edgequake is really good against my team, and for the things that kind of resist Edgequake or can take it, he has Mega Horn as coverage. So a mon like Shaman would be hit really hard by a Mega Horn, and still Stone Edge does quite a lot. So two big threats. Then he has the mon. You can also see some mons he didn't brought, like Sneasel. It's kind of big threat. It was like 50-50 who would bring it. He had some other things on the bench. Won't mention that much because you've seen the matchup and the previous match also. A thing he brought the first match, and I was also scary that he might bring it again the third match, was Raika. Raika did quite well versus my team, especially a setup variant, something like Calm Mind. And then you can see here the 6 he indeed brought. So he brought the threats in Hexerus and Hyperio. Then he has Chandelure. Chandelure is like a 50-50 if it's threat. If it's normal Chandelure, I think this team like everything outspeeds and does quite a number to kill it. But a Scarf Chandelure outspeeds the team and does quite a number to it. So that's a problem. Togekiss could be Nest Plot, but again, not fast, so doesn't really do well with team. He could be Scarfed, does really well versus the team, but I thought I have a Rage Steel, Electabuzz, things like that. I thought Scarf, it's like he could bring it, he could not, it was a 50-50. Bonzone could get up some rocks, could just be a general annoyance from a team. It has been for the last few matches. Mew can be anything. Last time he brought a Dual Dance set versus me, which was really scary, but he might have noticed that I really feared like Rock Polish Baton Pass, and if he managed to Rock Polish Baton Pass into Hexers, into Hyperio, even into Togekiss or Chandelure, I'm in big trouble. So I'm really going to kind of scout for it, and I have a play. I have a mindset with what I do against the Mew. So my team consists of Nidoking. Past few matches I run Live Up. Now I have a Payappa Berry. There's a lot of psychic coverage on his team, so I thought that might come in as a surprise. No Flamethrower, because last time he switched in the Chandelure on the expected Flamethrower against something like a Bronzo. Now I have the Shadow Ball as coverage. The rest is the same: Earth Power, Sludge Wave and Stealth Rocks. Crobat is like the same Crobat as I brought last time, but instead of more defense, I put more in special defense, so it can take 2 hits from Scarf Chandelure. If it's locked into Shadow Ball, Fire Blast and Flamethrower. Fire Blast not that much, but I have some fire resist on this team. Also, it doesn't have Super Fang but U-turn, because even with Giga Drain I wouldn't do much against the Hyperio. I don't want to let it set up, so I thought U-turn on the switch would be best. Latios is again kind of the same set. It's a life up variant. It now has Shadow Ball for things like the Bronzong and the Mew, and also it still has the Tailwind because Mew, it sets up a Rock Polish. Okay, if Mew is in, I go hard into Latios. He sets up Rock Polish. If he goes to the Baton Pass after, I set up the Tailwind, and then Latios is faster as the things that would come in on that he would Baton Pass out into, which is really nice. I have thought about Psyche because it could do some things, but I ultimately thought Tailwind would be better. Then I would skip Liepard for now because that's like the only like unique thing. My Gardevoir, I think around the same set I brought last time, but I think I brought Healing Wish as last move and no Shadow Ball because Hypervoice still does a real number to his team, even to things like Bronzong and Chandelure, and I thought Healing Wish might be nice if some mons get weakened like Liepard, Latios, Crobat, even Infernape. Infernape, I also toyed around a bit with this. I went special because Vacuum Wave does a lot more to Rhyperior. Also have Fire Blast and Earthquake because I needed something on it to hit Chandelure because I kinda expect him if he brings Chandelure that he might switch it into Infernape. And I think I also ran Nasty Plot because Vacuum Wave plus Fire Blast, if Shandy is gone, does quite a number to his team. So that's my team. Oh wait, I forgot the Liepard. The Liepard is kind of special because besides being an annoyance, it's kind of the Revenger on the team. It is a Scarf set with Trick, so it can trick away a Scarf if need be, but it also has Knockoff, so just General Step, Gang Shot to revenge something like Togekiss, especially if it's Scarfed, and Grass Knot, which offensive Hyperior is like most likely a one-shot if he is offensive and I outspeed to the Scarf at +2, so that's really nice. So yeah, that's the team and we will see how this match will go. So I decided to lead with my Gardevoir. Why? Mew, I could go hard to Latios, but I don't think he would lead. Chandelure, I just thought most likely he has lead like Hyperior in the past. It was just like my main lead has been Nidoking for the last few matches, I would say. So I think I went Gardevoir because I thought Gardevoir would do quite some work versus him, but I definitely wanted to mega up with my Gardevoir as soon as possible for things like the Hexorus. And yeah, I just expected him not to lead with Hexorus, but I think everything else he would have lead with, I could have potentially stayed in. Maybe not on Chandelure, but even then, I could still have a hit from Chandelure. Scout what kind of set he is. Bronzong, if I predict Stealth Rocks, can get some damage off on that. Even then, I have some switch-ins to it. And Mew, Togekiss, and Hyperior. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I thought the Gardevoir would be a nice lead. In Gen 7 it would have definitely been, because then you get speed boost right at the same yeah, you get your speed boost before the turn. So Gardevoir versus Hexorus, and I've thought, and if you look at my team, it's true, if he sets up a Dragon Dance here and I switch into something like Latios, expecting like a Poison Jab or something, because Latios can immediately threaten this Hexorus out, I would be in a lot of trouble. So I thought to myself, I kind of just have to stay in here, Mega Evolve, go for Hyper Voice. Hopefully he 1 overpredicts, 2 doubles out. Like if yeah. So that was my thought process, and also I was thinking like Ape could play Reckless, so he might not go right off the bat for the Poison Jab. He might not even pack Poison Jab, but it would likely he has Poison Jab, but he could get away with Earthquake plus Dragon Claw. So that was my mindset, and yeah, he just kind of goes for the safe play, and he just Poison Jabs me, and my Gardevoir is gone. So that's really bad, and I regretted going hard into Latios immediately, and I think I still kind of regret not making like, yeah, what's the ballsy play? Not that much, but yeah, I definitely thought if he would capitalize on it, it could have been just a game right there and then. So that's why I didn't. But it was really unfortunate to let Gardevoir go there. So now we can threaten this out with Latios, but here I'm still in the play of, oh god, I'm down so early, and I'm still thinking, oh wait, Hexorus can be a big threat, so I definitely have to Dragon Pulse, and like just not playing the player. I know Ape, I know he plays kind of, you could say recklessly, but not recklessly, but he has a certain playstyle. And for sure he would go hard into Togekiss here. So I definitely had two plays. 1. Thunderbolting, predicting the Togekiss. 2. Just set up a Tailwind. Why not? Like, I can revenge this. If he kills me, which is like not likely, it would be a hard match for sure. But with the Tailwind up, something like Nidoking outspeed can do a lot, even threaten this thing. Yeah, I can still play around, and it's just not likely he stays in. And with the Tailwind, even if he sets up, I would be safe. So Tailwind was definitely the play. But I go for a safe Dragon Pulse. He goes out into Togekiss, and here the Tailwind comes really in, because I would have Tailwind here. That would mean my whole team outspeeds his whole team. Togekiss comes in. I'm immediately in the back of my mind. This could be Scarf, but I don't know. I just don't know. So I thought, okay, I look at his team. If it's a Scarf Chandelure, don't know if Nidoking is doing that much this game. So let me go to the Nidoking and scout what this Togekiss set is. That was in my mind. He goes immediately for the Air Slash, and as you can see, it's a 2-shot, and this is definitely offensive, and I'm almost certain it's Scarfed. It's not a boosting item. And I'm thinking to myself, Paul, you're so stupid. If you have set up the Tailwind, that would have meant that now Nidoking also would have come in, but Nidoking would have outspeed and could just threaten this thing out. Also, if I just stayed in with Latios, I could try to, I think Ash was not even a 3-hit KO, so I could try to break through and even set up a Tailwind then. Because now I have to sack Nidoking, we're down 6-4, and yeah, it's like, this is really hard to come back, because I lost 2 of my really important breakers. So a mon like Hyperior were easily handled with Nidoking and my Gardevoir. They could like break the mon, but now I have like nothing to really break the mon for sure. Yeah, and the same kinda, my Gardevoir was also nice for Hexorus if it's not set up. Nidoking could have been nice to revenge like Chandelure, set up some rocks, but now I know it's locked into Ash Slash, and I go back into Latios. Like, I could have done this in the first place. He even switches out, goes into Mew, as I indeed go for Tailwind as I said. Here I just fire off a Shadow Ball, seeing from this damage that he is a Spadef variant. He reveals he has Spadef, but also some attack investment, because he's shooting it quite a lot. He goes back out in Togekiss. I'm just going for damage. I know I go down, but at least I get quite some nice damage on it. If I had set up rocks, yeah, it's just like, this match is pretty much over, as I said. Here at least I make, like, it's already too late. I should have played more aggressively from the beginning. Definitely, especially knowing Aberforth, but here I know he goes Chandelure, so at least can make it a 5-0 and just 2-hit KO this with an Earthquake. I expected him to be Scarfed. I knew I could take it. So I think here he goes into, yeah, he goes into Togekiss knowing pretty much he gets a kill, but I know Crobat is quite bulky. He even misses, but this wouldn't have been a 3-shot. Here I was also knowing, okay, he is going hard into Hyperior, I have to U-turn, but yeah, I don't have Focus Blast or something on Infinite. So I have to go into Life Bite, hope he is offensive, like some offensive variant with maybe rock polish, because then this Crestnot is most likely a one shot. But he reveals leftover, so I think, oh god. And indeed, he is a Spadef variant, goes for safety Q, takes me out, and he even is out of range for Infernape because I don't pack Focus Blast. he most likely even thinks I'm physical at this point, and he just stays in. I go for the Fire Blast because everything that would have switched in, Fire Blast was the best move to hit it with. So yes, Spadef variant, so I don't even take it out. Vacuum Wave would also not have been a kill, so that's why that didn't matter. And now I've only got Crobat left, but Crobat can't touch this Hyperior. Even a Brave Bird just isn't a two-shot, and he connects to Stone Edge, and this is game. So yeah, a really unfortunate loss. It was a really, it was not a close game, not even. It was a really fast-paced game, and I should have just went with my guts. If I played this game fully by my guts, I think this would have been a match. I don't know if I would have won, but I definitely think it would have been a match. Why? My guts told me to make certain plays. Like, if I would went hard Latios, was a good play. If I went for the Tailwind, as I mentioned sometimes, that would have been nice. I wouldn't have lost like crucial like important members on the team that early on. Also, if I went just by my guts, I called the Scarf Chandelier, I called the Scarf Tokus, not the Hyperior, but still, yeah, I could have played around things a lot better, made better plays in the beginning. Not even to say I would have made the worst plays possible, potentially, but still, knowing my opponent, I should have done better. But yeah, that's it, guys. That's our run in the CPC. We strand in the semi-finals. Unfortunate, but I must say, we came farther than I expected. I expected to strand in the quarterfinals, to be honest with you. And I also was like, I think it happened around my quarterfinal match, maybe just even before. I think a week before, I was getting really burned out of league format. I ran 3 leagues at the same time for quite a lot of weeks now, and I was just getting burned out of it. Yeah, I didn't put that much time into prep as I did in previous matches. I think that also hurt me, because I think that's like one of my stronger points. And yeah, the performance was just not there. But we're most likely coming back next season. It would take quite a lot of time when there is a next season, because we have an off season in the meantime. Go definitely keep an eye out on the CPC channel, because we're going to have some analyst work, and I'm also going to be an analyst in the off season. So expect me to have some videos every week there. So that would be nice. Then I have one special video, guys, for you guys left. It's a bloodbath, I can say that. There was a third place match, me versus yeah, I will spoil the other semi-final match, so if you don't, click away. That was Anthony versus Togevar, and Anthony won in a really close game, so I played Togevar. I told him I don't really care about the third place match. Let's play early in the week, because for me, Sun and Moon just came out past Wednesday. I played Ape last week. I haven't been recording because I had some other league business, and after the league's finished, I had a Sun and Moon came out, and I'm just playing through Sun right now. And yeah, we had a third place match. He said, why not bring memes? And I was like, totally fine, because I know the matchup from the last time, and I know his offense is just really scary for my team, and I can't out offense him that well. And it would have just I also thought, yeah, I could not just get creative with him and try to win, because I would have kind of have to go with a lot of same sets as about last time, because I just had some checks to his mons like Scolipede. I kind of needed Charlie Crobat to handle it. I didn't have any other way. So When he said memes, I thought, okay. So here we are with that match. I brought memes all over the place. Brought a physical Gardevoir. I brought a coil Milotic with Waterfall and Blizzard and Recover. This PDF variant. I brought a lead Infinite because I have never brought lead Infinite with Sash, Endeavor and Rocks. I brought Nasty Plot Crobat, haven't brought that this season with I think Ash/Sludge Bomb as coverage. But the physical Electabuzz, I haven't even brought Electabuzz, I think I brought it one match. And I brought a Dragon Dance Latios, also haven't brought a physical Latios. So he said he didn't have much time to prep, to even put time into something. Like I put this team together I think in 30 seconds. But he just, first he copy pasted his old team, which he used against me. He said he changed it up to memes. At the end he just told me that he just put choice on everything. Choice on everything is kind of meme in itself, but also choice on everything tend to work out a bit better than you expect. As you can see in this match. So I lead Infinite, he goes Zapdos. I'm thinking, okay, if he memes really hard, he agility baton passes. Would not be likely, but I thought it's a meme match, why not just taunt, and if I get it correct, I'm god. If I don't, fuck this shit, you know, it's a fun match. I also thought, yeah, I could throw up some rocks, but I also know this, if he packs defog on this, it could defog, so, and I thought taunt and then could defog the turn after. So I taunt, he volt switches, I didn't even calc, but this is specs damage. Then he goes Crocodile and think, okay, let me just set up my rocks, I think I went for. No, he goes for knockoff and he reveals to be Scarf Moxie. He also brought this last time and last time I lost to this. So he brought Scarf Moxie Crook. I said memes and he brought this thing that totally destroys my team. So I'm thinking, okay, yeah, my Milotic set is a bit bunkered and can't really take this on, especially because Waterfall doesn't do much to it and it does do knockoffs, but my Gardevoir can take it. My Gardevoir can take a knockoff and can kill him back. Normally Hyper Voice just kills. I have Body Slam and Double Edge. I didn't want to go for Double Edge because why wouldn't you switch in something like Talonflame or Scolipede or Lucario? Don't, even if it lives like Scolipede or Talonflame, it's nice because it doesn't really matter. So I thought he might try to preserve this because this still destroys my team. So I went for the Body Slam because Double Edge would mean I get some damage off, and I wanted this to be healthy because this can take a hit at +1 from the Crocodile. So I went for the Body Slam. As you see here, I take the knockoff as indeed, and the Body Slam just barely hangs on. And I did the calc. I thought, oh, I had a 90% chance to KO, but he lives. But in the end, he had some HP investment, but still, I had a 70% chance to kill and a 30% chance not to. So I got unlucky, he got lucky, and he lived. And yeah, this is just a snack wrap from here. Scarf Moxie Crook just cleans up. Die. So nice. I thought I could come here with some memes, have a fun match, and then this happened. So I was like, this was my last match in Gen 6 of League format. Yeah, I didn't even really care. I was like, okay, nice. So match is finally over. I can go back to playing Sun and enjoying Gen 7 League in a few months most likely. And that's everything I wanted to show you guys. So yeah, that was it for the CPC, guys. Expect me to be on the CPC channel with some analyst work. I think we start in about 2 weeks, so definitely keep an eye out for that. And until next season, guys, bye.